Hey guys, Jack Punkington here, and today I'm going to talk to you about a style of music that a lot of people like, and I'm a big fan of it, and what derives it from its root music, and that's pop punk. Now, the difference between punk and pop punk, besides the name, are some key differences. One being the influences are actually really similar. If when you think of pop punk, you think of like skate punk or like speed punk. Those are all like subgenres of punk. And pop punk is like Blink 182, Sum 41, Green Day, New Politics, Sex Bomb. Yes, I do know that that is a cartoon, or that is a manga slash movie name of a fake band. But they were a pop punk band. Grungy pop punk. Anyway, and there's other examples. Um, Reliant K, Yellow Card, all those bands were pop punk. And pop punk is kind of been more diluted like punk lately in the last 5 years. But in the early 2000s, pop punk was upbeat punk music, and it was all about like, well, a lot of it was high school punk is another way of calling it. If you ever listen to old Sum 41, you know, Walking Disaster is about leaving your house and getting kicked out and just kind of living, and then eventually going back home. Blink 182's Adam song is about one of their fans who actually killed himself. So it can be really dark stuff, or it can be really political stuff, or it can be really like lighthearted. It just depends. It's got more of an upbeat sound, but it's still very interesting to listen to. Coffee. It's enjoyable. It's more broad, and it does have more of a cleaner tone at times. That doesn't mean they won't go with distortion a lot. Like the band New Politics, they have a song called Yeah Yeah Yeah, and they would be considered pop punk. I think they would. They've got this really like the beginning part is unclean. It's just dun 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 dun, dun. But like with the dude plays a Fender Jazzmaster, and it's like dun da da dun da da dun da da dun da dun da da dun da dun, and then it just hits with like a crunch tone, a little heavier crunch tone. You're like da dun da da dun da da, and it's not really heavy. Another good pop punk band is the Flatliners, and it's never usually like super heavy, but it's super crunchy and like punchy in your face, very bright music, but it's very good. The difference between that and its origin, punk's more heavy, more gritty, more angry, and more like, we're the rebels, let's live like a rebel. Pop punk took that attitude and that style and added it with more like skater stuff, more like teenage angsty stuff. It's like teenage angst music, but it's really good. It's enjoyable. You know, anyone who grew up between 2000 and 2010 grew up with Green Day, grew up with All American Rejects was another one. I mean, when Move Along came out back, I want to say like '05, that was like one of the big songs. Did you just heard that dun 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 dun, and back when the Bionicles were big, that was the big Bionicle theme. When All American Rejects Move Along came out, I was in middle school. I was in sixth or seventh grade. And I just remember being like, yeah, that's such a good song. It's it's really like upbeat, but it's really like punchy. And I use the term punchy because it's not heavy distorted. It can be, but it's more clean with a crunch tone, but it's just like in your face and bright. A lot of pop punk guitar players will use Fender guitars because of the single coil. That's not to say that there's one who won't. So the dude from Sum 41 uses a Squier and Fender Telecaster, but he uses with humbuckers. He also uses an SG. A lot of pop punk artists, excluding Billy Joel from Green Day, because he uses a Les Paul, won't use Les Pauls because a Les Paul is more of a thicker wood tone instrument that's a lot heavier compared to like SGs or Tellies or Strats, which are thinner and more punchy. But you can use Les Pauls. It's just you gotta dial in your tone right. Pop punk is an enjoyable music that anyone can listen to that is perfect for everyone, especially those who are trying to like ease their way into the punk scene. Pop punk's a great start. And it's always good, catchy dance tunes that everyone will like. So remember, if you want something kind of light upbeat that reminds you of your younger tween years before you were a teenager, but after elementary school, listen to some pop punk. It'll always do you some good. This is Jack Punkington signing out. Have yourself a great day, everyone. See you later. Bye.